All right, y'all, welcome back to another episode of 3 Star My Bag. Excited for another run at Maple Hill Gold. We're going to be featuring the bag of DGV player Markymark111. So I think his level's like 157, so been playing a little while, but still pretty new to the game. Awesome dude, and he's got a great bag. I'm excited to try it out, see how we can do. He wanted me to do Maple Hill Gold 2023 to try to get him that. I think it's a turn water skip arrive as the reward for getting 18 under. So that's what he's been struggling with. That's what he's going for. So hopefully we can help him out. And when I asked him about his player name, Marky Mark, his first name's Mark, so that was pretty obvious. But the 111 is actually his birthday, January 11th. So that's where that comes from. And then interesting fact about Mark, getting to know him a little bit. Kind of cool that he incorporated kind of his work into disc golf as well. He started a ministry that's called West End Disciples, with the disciples starting out with DISC, so like disciples. So anyway, fun fact with Mark, but let's get into our bags, take a look at his bag, and compare the one I set up, and then we'll get into our round at Maple Hill. All right, here is Marky Mark's bag and my copy. So we will go through it, and I'll make any recommendations or suggestions that I have. Again, pretty solid bag. I was excited to play with it. So starting with the putters, obviously I'm going to love that Glide Pure. And then I do really like the tempo. I just am so used to the harp and the distance of the harp that's why I stick with the harp. But the tempo is a very awesome utility disc. It can do shots that even the harp can't quite do, I think. It just has a little more fade to it and kind of cut around corners a little sharper than the harp. The only thing I mentioned to him about that slot is I really like having one of my putters that's sticky, which is my harp. Since my pure isn't sticky, anytime I need to kind of throw a little sticky shot or maybe run it in hopes that it's going to stick, if I miss, then I'm going to use my harp because I know it's going to stop. So having both those putters that are glide, that's the only thing that I can see there that might be of help if he can get maybe his hands on a sticky tempo or give the sticky harp a chance. But either way, it's still solid both those discs. Mid-range, again, no issues there. Worship and Fuse, can't go wrong with that combo. And then starting with the fairways, he's got the Water Skip Explorer. I love the Explorer. I use it a lot, but I use it for a lot of ace runs. And the sticky definitely comes in handy. I'm not quite sure how many holes there are that the Water Skip would come in handy. So that's just my only question there, is if you could get more use out of a sticky fairway slot versus that Water Skip. But anyway, the Diamond, he's got the Glide. I didn't have that disc. So I have the Windbreak in my bag, closest I could come. It's a great disc. I know a lot of players that really like the Shift are using the Diamond. And it's going to be more available than the Shift was, I think. But great disc. It just turns a lot and then just stays nice and straight. Doesn't really fade back much. So a great disc in combination with some of the overstable fairways. As far as the rest of his bag, I mean, it's hard to really say anything other than maybe the Water Skip Sapphire. I mean, I just like to have a sticky fairway. But you get almost just as much use, if not more, having the Water Skip Sapphire versus the sticky. So you just can't quite do as many throw-ins or ace runs that you might be able to get away with the sticky. Other than that, all his distance drivers basically covers every shot. Same with his long fairways. So great bag. Pretty much can hit every shot that the game requires. That's just kind of my small amount of feedback that I have for him. But you always got to go with what works for you. Anyways, let's get into our round at Maple Hill. All right, so here we go. Again, he wanted us to do the Maple Hill Gold 2023 version. And he wants us to try to get, he's shooting for that 18 under so he can get that this badge here, the Maple Hill Gold Master. You don't see the disc that you get, but it's, I believe it's the, let's take a look here. Yeah, there it is, that Turn Water Skip Rive, sweet looking Maple Hill stamped disc. So that's our goal, to try to get him that 18 under round. No easy task, but he does have a solid bag, so I think we can do it. definitely recommend getting eagle on this first hole just to give you a cushion. This is a great line even in one winds. If you can get it to just barely carry the rocks on this glide skip rive line, then you can get all the way into that opening. This is a little bit left, stay in bounds. But again, if you can grind out an eagle on this first hole, not only will you get really good at this hole, but it gives you it gives you a one-shot cushion, because you're probably going to need it on Maple Hill Gold. It's really hard to have 18 clean holes on Maple Hill Gold. Definitely hard for me, so I imagine it's hard for most. But this one I just like to go backhand, glide, sapphire. I don't like to throw forehand on this hole just because you can get some crazy kicks and end up over the wall OB. I'd rather end up bouncing off to the left than bouncing up and out to the right. So that's why I like to go backhand here and just kind of flex it over, then have it fading away from OB. This third hole, this is a really tricky one. This is one of the ones you might need that extra stroke. He has a diamond, which is probably a solid disc for this, but I like the skip sapphire line. Try to put plenty of flex on it. Sometimes you flex it too much around that tree and it ends up okay. Sometimes, like this one, dang it, you don't flex it enough and it still ends up through these trees with a good look. This one is not a very good look. 101, I don't think we can make it through that gap. I'm a little worried I'm going to lose a stroke here. Let's see. I think I'm going to go forehand here with the pure. I think he uses both the pure. Get in. Oh, we had a nice save. Sweet. So we didn't use up our bonus stroke there. I think he uses both the pure and the fuse for his throw-in, so we'll try to incorporate that into this round. This one, we got a perfect wind. This is a great aceable hole with the fuse. Forehand, straight pull, and a one wind. We're going to give it a touch of hyzer just to try to keep it from overturning. Oh man, I should have just pulled straight down. Dang it. I feel like that was a missed opportunity there in that one wind. But we stayed safe. That's the nice thing about the ace run, is especially in the calm winds, it's going to land safely unless you bounce off the basket, of course. Here's another ace run with the glide roll rive. We got a great wind for it, especially that one headwind. It's just enough to knock it down a little bit and be the perfect distance with this line. Oh, this looks like it has a chance. Oh, it faded out a little too hard, but I'll drop that in every once in a while in multiplayer, so it's definitely nice to have in your back pocket. And just kind of adjust my aim point depending on the wind. There's our fuse throw in there from 61. But usually I can get pretty close to that basket. Definitely a hard one to drop in, but it happens from time to time. What do we got next? Hole 6. This is a forehand skip sapphire. Tough tailwind here. It's going to be tough to kind of still get right of the trees. I still like to, some people just go straight past the trees. I still try to hit the gap and go right at the basket. Come on, fade. Oh, we get a friendly kiss off the tree. That's going to be an easy birdie. I think glide sapphire, if you just go left of the trees, is a fair option. Probably easier. This is just what I'm used to with that skip sapphire. All right, hole 7 is another glide sapphire. This is a tough wind for it. I'm gonna actually slide to the right. Hopefully I can just hug these trees. Oh, get a kick off that last one, but at least we got up here far enough to where we should be able to make this. 78 feet. Bit of a left to right headwind. Here we go with the fuse. And we get that one to drop. So 7 holes in, we're 8 under, so we are on a good pace. Should be able to come away with birdie at worst on this next hole. We got a good wind to try to run this one. So I've been going forehand light glide rive. Just aim over these trees. Not the worst bid there, but you can see it's a nice safe one. It's going to hit these barriers over here. And we get another birdie. Now this next hole is definitely one of the ones we got to worry about. It is a tough birdie. But I do like that he has the paradigm in the bag. It is probably the driver to go to on this shot. Tight tunnel. Oh, get around. Nice. No. Shoot. I don't know if I can get through these trees or not. Usually trees like this, even those little branches hanging off of them, still have collision. So I'm just not really sure what I want to do here. I can try to go right through these two, but I'm just worried there's going to be collision. Crap. I think I'm just going to go around here and try to hit that gap on a forehand. The smart thing is probably just to do like try to get to the bottom, not try to cross the water, but we're going to get a little aggressive here. Go with the water skip sapphire on a forehand. Oh man, this is going to work out. Wow, that was pretty lucky. Probably a dumb decision there, but it paid off. 63 feet. And we are going to end the first 9 at 10 under. So we got a good chance at this. Couple difficult holes coming up. Specifically this next one. This is never an easy birdie. I'm going to go light glide off the tee. I can throw full power. I don't have to worry about it getting too close in this wind to that barrier to where I won't be able to make it. And I think this is like the perfect distance where I can still putt and not have to throw it, because even a throw over that barrier, even if you have room, it's still a tough shot. So that was a nice one to get. So 11 under after 10. Let's see here. Ooh, a big 3-wind here. Dang. I think I'm gonna go paradigm just to keep it a little straighter. I usually try to hit the right gap. It's a little harder to hit, but this is fading out. Just get lucky and these little trees don't hit early. Okay, that wasn't the worst. Could have hit that first tree and stopped, so at least we got through a little bit. It's hard to tell sometimes if you're going to hit a tree right off the bat. So I think I'm just going to go really high and just throw up into these trees. Usually the collision up there is pretty light. What I mean by light is there's not any like really hard stumps up there that are going to just stop you, so it's just going to slow you down. So that worked out. So far our gambles are paying off. Ooh, almost too high there, but we get that hole. That's never an easy one either. Hole 12. This one, if we get a decent wind, which we do, we got a shot at eagle here if we can just get a lucky kick and bounce down the hill. I really like the forehand glide sapphire, middle chevron, in between those trees I was pointing at. This is fading out a little early, which is okay, but I'm not going to get an eagle look. We're just going to have a nice clear look just to drop it down there for our birdie. Not going to run this. There's really no way to run this safely. I guess the safest way to run it would be like to aim high, catch a lot of the collision, and just kind of try to drop it in, but that's not very high percentage, so it's not really worth it. So we get that birdie, and we have, what, 6 holes to go? All right, let's see if we can get this done. This is a hole I probably should have practiced, because I think I'm going to throw the diamond. It's a great shape for this hole, but I just haven't practiced with this disc a lot. So I'm going to aim down and to the left and just power down a little bit just to make sure it doesn't overturn. Come on, start to fade. It doesn't ever want to fade too hard, as you can see. And I should have powered that down a little more. Oh man, I don't know if we can get through there. We got lucky to hit that tree, but now look at 63. Can I putt this? Oh, there might be an opening. I think that might be my best bet. We're gonna try this. Aim up a little bit. See if we can do this. Rotate. Oh, we got it. Yes. What a save. Still a clean card. Moving on, hole 14. All right. I'm going to go glide roll. This is my aim point for a little bit of an A-slam, but it's usually pretty safe. I'm going to have to put a little hyzer on it, though, because of this left to right headwind. Turn, drop, drop, drop. No, hit the tree. Oh, my goodness. What a bad mistake there. just a touch too much hyzer. I just needed a little more turn out of that and it would have been fine. There's no way I'm making this. Man, Aaron, I'm not even sure where the best place to... I don't want to go long into the water, but I got to get it out of here so I can have some sort of a look. I'm going to try to toss the pier up through these light branches up here. Okay, stop. Okay, that's pretty good out there. I'll take that. So we are about to use up our one stroke, and now we have, what, 3 holes, 4 holes? Oh, we still, yeah, 4 holes to go, and we got a birdie every single one of them. Dang it. All right, we can do this. This one with this wind, I think I'm just going to go water skip sapphire, power it down just a touch. I don't need all of this. That wind's going to turn it over. There we go. Perfect shot there. I usually go vandal here, so the sapphire is a little bit of a, just not in my comfort zone on that particular shot, but we made it work nicely. Hole 16, another par 3. So hopefully we get a good wind here. Oh, we do. So this one, glide sapphire all the way, slide left. I'm going to thank Dan for this shot. Top chevron on the base of that tree, and then just a straight pull. And it's just the perfect disc for that shot. Pretty common to end up over on this left side. About 57 feet, that's nothing. Toss it in with the fuse, and we got it to go. 2 holes left, and this next hole we can actually steal an eagle, maybe. See what this, oh man. It's not the worst wind, but we got to make sure we turn it enough. Ideally, I get in there. This is glide skip on a forehand. I just got to make sure I carry the trees. Need lots of ante on this shot. Turn, you son of a gun. No, get lucky. Get really lucky. Oh, that was not what I needed. Shoot. All right, we got to get through there somehow and not go OB. What are we gonna do? It's so hard to tell where the tough collision is. You're just trying to avoid any solid collision. No, and I hit a branch right away. There goes the round. There's no way we're making it from here. 79. Shoot, I can't. I feel like this left side, right side, it seems like there's collision for sure there. Left side might be, it might be clean here. Let's see, 79 feet. I'm just going to play it as if there is no collision, and we'll see how this works out. No way. Oh, we got it. What a freaking save. We are still in play for the 18, but hole 18 is not easy. Definitely easier than Maple Hill Gold 24. We're going to go Paradigm here. No. Oh, why didn't that turn more? Do not go out of bounds. All right. I mean, definitely not the best, but not the worst either. Shoot, what do we do? Do we lay this up or do we go for it? We've been rewarded this round for being aggressive. So I feel like I need to continue that mindset, even though it might not be the smartest. But we can get there. 361, we got a tailwind. As long as we can, I'm used to going forehand here, but this is definitely set up for a backhand. If I can get it up into those trees and miss the big bases of the trees, we'll be all right. Turn more. Get through. Get through. No, 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 no. Dang it. All right, well, I'm sorry, Mark. We're not going to get the 18, but I feel like this is a good enough round to at least shows you some lines and shows you what it's going to take to get minus 18, but we just kind of butchered it on this last hole. Unfortunately, we're not able to finish it off. We take a bogey on the last hole. That's unfortunate, but still a lot of fun. Awesome bag. Hopefully this helps him get that -18. I can't wait to find out when he gets it. But these are always fun to do. I always enjoy these, especially these challenging ones like Maple Hill Gold. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Got a couple other players in line to do these 3-star rounds, but if you are interested in me doing your bag, then let me know. All right, guys, appreciate the support. Have a great day, and as always, thanks for watching me play some DGV.